not a thing to walk the road that's paved. We're not the ones who roam the trail that's blazed. There's a flame in your eye that's igniting mine. I know I've seen it before. In the gaze of a clouding lion, I'm not afraid anymore. Let's break the rules and really put our backs into it. Max out, pursue it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. Start line to finish. With every second rushing by, we're losing time. You and I, breaking free of our prisons. We defy the control of the system. The thunder's growing louder in our hearts. The storm is rising, this is where it starts. Let's break the rules and really put our backs into it. Max out, pursue it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. Start line to finish. For every second rushing by, we're losing time. Losing You and I. There's a flame in your eye that's igniting mine. I know I've seen it before. In the gaze of a clouding lion, I'm not afraid anymore. Let's break the rules. Really put our backs into it. Max out, pursue it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. Start line to finish. For every second rushing by, we're losing time. Let's break the rules and really put our backs into it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. For every second rushing by, we're losing time. We're losing time.
Hello, 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 lovely loungers and freaky darling. Superman, Meta 818, Isabella, hello. Everybody ready for some fun stuff today? There I am. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Before we get into the artwork, for people who have never been here before, I am your eldritch gentleman, tentacled mangaka, and proprietor of the Tentacle Lounge, Malik Torihane. That is the lovely Wallet Chan back there with her money literally talks. Over here we do chill art streams, casual gaming, sometimes lewd, sometimes wholesome, but always loving and supportive. And I welcome you to the Tentacle Lounge. Today it is a wonderful day for a what if. And I think we got some good ones today. Also, before we get into the the what ifery, to let anybody know, anybody who might be interested in it. Okay? There will be no Picarto stream later tonight, so this is the only stream for the day. JJ, happy 4th. Isayla, hello. All right, let's head over. Show you guys what we're working with today. So today we are continuing the fourth. What if Goku revived the Saiyans during the Frieza saga? They wouldn't have made a difference. Then Firecraft, hello. Yeah, today we are continuing the what if Broly had been raised by Whis or Beerus storyline, and I believe this is a new what if Goku had never hit his head. Those are the ones we have on the docket for the day. So, without any further ado, we are going to get to work. Everybody, please relax, enjoy your stay. Chat is on. I will be responding to you guys as you come. We still have memberships and stuff like that. If you guys do become a member, you gain access to new emotes and stuff that are specific for our channel. And super chats and all that other fun stuff is up. So, again, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get to work, shall we? How's everybody feeling today? Everybody having a good 4th of July so far, if you celebrate? I know not everybody here is American. It's a revised what if? Okay. Ahoy! How's it going, Toothache? Feeling well so far? Thumbs up from Howard. Awesome, awesome. I like hearing that. I love hearing that the lovelies are doing good. Happy Maruka Day. Looking after your friend who is unwell, she is better now. You know what? I've been dealing with a lot of folks in my personal circles who have been ill or sick the last couple of days. Actually, for almost like the last week. Seems like for the last week, almost one person in my personal circle has been sick. Every single day. Exhausted but doing all right. That is a wonderful thing. It is better to be exhausted and doing all right than to, you know, not be exhausted and just be feeling like poop. I myself am feeling peace today. The new work schedule that I recently undertook done wonders for me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going around. I myself, I tend to get sick during the changing of the seasons, and sudden weather fluctuations like really mess with me. But like one person that I really care about has been fighting a really nasty flu for the last few days. Another person is suffering from bouts of vertigo. Just a bunch of things.
Daddy.
Didn't seem to get a notification for that. If you followed me, I'm just he sees it. Whoever just followed, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I didn't seem to get my notification alert. I will have to address that later. If it's pre-Super, Goku's in trouble. Yeah, I don't know when exactly this takes place. I get the feeling this is pre-Super. Because I know I asked Masako, I'm like, is Goku in, like, we're saying blue or whatever when this happens? And he's like, nah, he's just in base. Yeah, no, he is just in base at the moment. Again, I am not entirely sure as to the context of the timeline that this particular image takes place in. So to those of you guys who are going to be celebrating the 4th of July, what do you guys have going on for today? You guys got any cookouts planned? Are you guys going to go watch fireworks? What you guys going to go do? Yeah, this is definitely post Frieza, but that's all I... I celebrated with family during the weekend. Tonight we're just gonna chill at home. Neighbors have enough fireworks to satisfy your love for the bright light. Can't say the same for the dogs, though. I kind of feel that, yeah. I myself, personally, I haven't really been about fireworks for, like, the last, like, 10 or so years, so, like, the fireworks don't really do anything for me anymore. I can't even, like I said, about, like, 10 years, it's been since I actually, like, sat and watched fireworks fly. Also, for those of you who have never been here before and are curious about the tools and stuff that I use, if you notice right in front of my little tablet right here, Taco Tools. The art program that I am using is Medibang. I am using an XP Pen Artist 22E Pro tablet, and the particular pen that I'm using is a G Pen 2. What's my favorite part of the Dragon Ball fandom and the least favorite part? Your favorite part is the creativity, and the least favorite is the shipping and toxicity. I don't really care so much about the shipping. The toxicity and stuff is really bad because there's too many people who think they know everything. And it's not always the case. There's also, like, people who have a tendency to remember things that didn't actually happen, kind of like Mandela effect for Dragon Ball. I've talked about before how there's a local game store out here. Well, it used to be. They closed down. And there was a guy who claimed to be, like, the biggest Dragon Ball fan of all, and, like, he didn't know who I was, mostly because I keep my identity a secret. And he was wearing one of, like, those edgy shirts that has, like, Vegeta or whatever on it, and it has, like, this super duper edgy quote on it that, like, never would have been said in Dragon Ball. And he was just like, oh, I love this shirt so much, dude. It's my favorite part when Vegeta actually said that. I'm like, dude, Vegeta has, like, never said that at all. No, he said it. He totally said it. Why would they even put it on a shirt? Because people want, like, you to buy shirts. You know, so there's some things like that, like, you know, really get on my nerves. Oh yeah, it's chicken curry top. But I would have to agree with you that I think my favorite part of the Dragon Ball fandom is the creativity that a bunch of the Dragon Ball peeps have. There are some people who come up with really, really good stuff. Extra numgies. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I accidentally bumped my mic.
Daddy.
Oh, Matt, thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, it's like always Majin Vegeta or Saiyan Saga Vegeta with, like, his armor and stuff, like, all messed up, and, like, he's always bleeding but, like, smiling and whatever. Yeah, it's always those edgy cringe shirts. Have I ever worn my own art on a shirt? Many times. I actually have, like, a whole bunch of shirts that I've designed, not just in Dragon Ball wise, but I used to actually be a graphic designer for a record company. And I have a bunch of shirts from that record company that I designed up in my closet. wanting to make sure because I'm pretty sure I had Whis' symbol, like, originally in the, Broly, when he's being raised. Let's... Got it already. I just want to double check Broly to make sure that, pretty sure I had, Beerus' symbol on him, besides just his belt. Just give me 1 second, I just need to find it. Where are you? There it is. Yes, there is a Whis symbol right on the front. Oh, okay. That'll work. And I can make it thick. Majin Vegeta's best Vegeta? Nah, I would have to fight you on that. JD, hello! Majin Vegeta had a really good character moment when he sacrificed himself. But that doesn't mean he's the best Vegeta. My favorite Super Saiyan form? Original Super Saiyan. I love Super Saiyan 4. But for me, the original Super Saiyan can't be outdone. I think I know. My absolute favorite fight is Saiyan Arc Vegeta versus Goku. All things are going really well, my friend. I know how to fix it. There we go. That'll do it. Which thumbnail am I working on at the moment? This is a continuation of Broly, had he been raised by Beerus and Whis. And then we have a what if Goku had not hit his head? Hey, Val. Yeah, the Saiyan arc fight between Goku and Vegeta is absolutely, in my opinion, the best Dragon Ball fight there is. I have some close runners-up for it, but man, that fight epitomized Dragon Ball. It was the last fight. It was the last fight before transformations became, like, the default. Technique and fighting prowess was still a big thing. It was, as JJ said, like, the one time that, like, power levels actually, like, meant something. The pose the two do is iconic. Yes, absolutely. Like the Namek and Frieza arc. The Namek and Frieza arc is good. Don't get me wrong, it is really, really good. But man, the Saiyan arc is like peak Dragon Ball for me. Hi, Cheesy! Yeah, that pose between Goku and Vegeta in the Saiyan arc, I mean, it's so iconic that they keep trying to emulate it in almost every arc in Super. Like, right at the end, right after the Tournament of Power, they emulate the exact same poses. That's an iconic pose. And that was, for me, hands down, their best fight ever. You wish Goku vs. Cell was longer? I don't. I think Goku vs. Cell went exactly as long as it needed to be. The fight is, like, beautifully choreographed, but I feel like if it had gone on too much longer, it would have overstayed its welcome. Like, the Boo arc is okay, but this is coming from somebody who's, like, I've studied a lot about Akira Toriyama, and especially, like, his art style. His art style has been a big thing for me, and I could, towards the end of the Cell arc, you could tell that Akira Toriyama was done. And with the Saiyaman arc and the Buu arc, you can really tell he was just throwing whatever would stick at the wall and just trying to get through it as much as possible. His line art style became much more jagged and rushed during the Buu arc as compared to like the other ones. His writing style was a lot more loose. He didn't really care a whole lot about continuity and making sure everything kind of got like tied up. You know, it was still decent, but man, like the writing differences from like the Saiyan arc to the Buu arc are it's like an astronomical gap in quality. Yes, I actually did. Because I've always considered that particular pose of Vegeta's to be like that's his fighting style, you know? So I figured if he was having a face-off with somebody else, then that's what would happen. In the anime, yes, I can understand that, Firecraft. But that fault, the fault of how long it lasted, lies solely with the animation crew, you know, from Toei Animation. Because like in the what do you call it? In the manga, the fight actually isn't all that long. Another hot take, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is also mid. That's fair. I will forever die on the hill that Dork Gohan, or more specifically, Dork Dad Gohan is the best Gohan. That is my hill, and I will die on it. Gotta go celebrate 4th of July with the family? Yes! Have a good day, JD. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out for a little bit today, my friend. Have a good rest of the day. Go hang out with your family. Eat some good yum yum. I'll be doing that myself later. My favorite Dragon Ball villain. I would say that for me, like if it's not like Saiyan arc Vegeta, like I loved all the Saiyans from the Saiyan arc. I love Nappa, I love Nappa, I love Vegeta, I love Raditz. I loved the whole Saiyan arc. I loved Ten Shinhan when he was a villain in original Dragon Ball. I loved the Saiyan arc, and I think for me, Frieza is probably the best Dragon Ball Z villain. For me, Buu is more like a force of nature. He's just something you kind of have to deal with. Whereas Frieza is evil that takes the utmost sadistic joy in being evil. And he has been a template for like all the villains that came after him, particularly for the smarmy ones. Cell is a mid-tier villain. Let me further dive into that. I think Perfect Cell is a mid-tier villain. I think Imperfect Cell is an awesome, terrifying, wholly unique villain under Dragon Ball because he was made out to be like a horror movie monster. Whereas Perfect Cell is basically if you took Frieza and Goku and meshed them into one person. But, like, man, the horror movie vibes that you got from frickin' Imperfect Cell, oh, chef's kiss. Yes, Videl is a martial arts teacher. But, again, JJ, that movie has not been released in America yet, so please refrain from talking about anything involving that movie. After the movie has been released worldwide, you may talk about it all you please, but for now, let's please keep the chatter about Dragon Ball Super Superhero to a bare minimum. If it has not been revealed in the trailer, do not talk about it. There we go. Oh, it's no problem. I'm trying to look out for the people who haven't seen it yet. Okay. Not the... Either way, 18 is still best wife and best mom. There is a distinct lack of cap in that particular exclamation. S10, you are free to disagree. Everybody likes different things. There are still people who think that Z Broly is the superior Broly. I would heavily disagree with that. Why? Because nostalgia. It's the same reason people still think that Z Bardock is better than minus Bardock. They would prefer Bardock to have useless psychic powers and Goku to escape the planet purely by chance than for a seasoned, intelligent warrior to find his very suspicious employer very suspicious for calling the entire Saiyan army back to the planet for no reason and having a bad gut feeling and purposefully sending his son away because he thinks it might be dangerous. But no, useless psychic powers are better because my rose-tinted glasses. How's it going, Cedrian? No, Z Broly does have a backstory. It's just his backstory is dumb. His backstory is very, very, very dumb. But I remember the days. I remember the days when everybody thought that Z Broly was like the best thing that ever happened to the fandom and everywhere ever. I am in the same boat, Firecraft. I like Z Bardock for what he is, but I prefer the backstory and the intentions of Minus Bart. Again, it is all up to everybody. Everybody is allowed to have their own preference. I am not saying that you are wrong for liking a particular thing. I would never. Need to get, yeah, fans really don't know what they want until it is. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They think they want it until they actually get it. Because I remember the days. I remember the days when everybody was like, oh man, Super Saiyan Bardock would be so cool. Why can't we have a Super Saiyan Bardock? You finally get your Super Saiyan Bardock. Oh my god, Super Saiyan Bardock is so dumb. Why did he go Super Saiyan? It doesn't make any sense. You gotta make up your mind, people. I remember when Super Broly was announced and everybody was in denial. Nah, that's not Broly. Isabella, it was actually like the exact opposite for me. When I first heard that Super Broly was being announced, I felt so dejected because I was just like, oh god, no, I have to suffer Broly a fourth time. Because I was just under the assumption that it was just gonna be like Z Broly. The mindless, freaking insane brute screaming a single name at the top of his lungs. And then boom, man, Toriyama just knocked it out of the park, and it's like, it's my favorite Dragon Ball movie. Yes, Good Boy Broly will forever be better than Z Broly. He was a clone of Broly. Therefore, he actually he might not have been the original Broly, but he is a Broly. An imperfect clone, but still Broly. Kakarot! Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool! A demon? A true freak? The devil. Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool! I was first not sure if it was a joke. When I understood it was real, I got curious on how he would be. I love him. Yeah, I love new Broly. Best boy Broly is best boy. Oh. Super Broly, though, actually... I tend to agree with that. I tend to agree. Aw, shit. Here we go again. Oh, I can actually... How else would he have gained it if the ritual took place? Well, keep in mind, Vegeta became a Super Saiyan God and didn't do the ritual. You can become a Super Saiyan God by mastering godly energy. You don't have to, the ritual is just basically a cheat code for it. Nope. Vegeta learned how to use Super Saiyan God through mastery of godly energy. He never did the ritual. Yep, you can train with the gods. And as long as you master the godly energy, you can get it. Better story than the Star Wars sequels? That's not a very high bar to clear. Be totally fair. Trying to be a better story than the Star Wars sequels is not a very high bar to clear. Okay. long as you plan ahead. Yeah, don't say you're gonna have a trilogy and then have absolutely no idea. We'll make it up as we go. Save this really quick. Also, if you guys don't mind, I wanted to show you guys something. I did a page for Dragon Ball New Age yesterday that I'm actually like really, really proud of. It looks really, really cool. Show you guys. Speaking of Gogeta. What do you guys think? Yeah, the fight between Rigger and Gogeta just started. I did this page on stream yesterday, and I'm really, really proud of it. I like the way it came out. Oh, it's okay, Isabella. Alright. Now, I move on to our shading and highlights for this page, or image. Broly movie is the only time Super Saiyan Blue actually looked good. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. The movie it debuted in, it was just it fell flatter than a pancake. Because there was no proper build. Yeah, there is absolutely no proper build-up for Super Saiyan Blue. Even when they had more time to talk about it with, like, Super, with the anime, they still didn't do it properly. The little bit of build-up they did give to it still fell flatter. Still fell flat as hell. So, you know, you get one chance to make a first impression, and then they got a second chance to make another impression, and they still missed it. It is not often you get a second chance to make a first impression and you flub it both times. Alright, JJ, have a happy 4th, my friend. Not entirely true, Zeno. Ozaru was the first transformation. Super Saiyan was the first, not exactly full body transformation. Yep, no spoilers. There's a spoiler tag in the Discord if you want to go there and discuss them, but no talking about them here. The thing with Rose, at least for me, they made an attempt to try and, you know, explain why Goku Black's god form is a different color than Goku and Vegeta's. You know, they explain that, you know, when a mortal becomes a Super Saiyan god, their godly power is is the blue color. But when an actual god becomes a Super Saiyan god, it becomes that rose colored. It is meant to look more divine because it is coming from a purely divine being, not a mortal trying to pass off as a god. another hill that I will die on is that Goku Black has one of the best villain introductions in the entire series, and it is a shame that it is all overshadowed by a wet fart of an ending. His arc. There's a lot of problems that particular arc had. For me, one of the big things that I disliked about the series was it's basically something that Super, for me, is notorious for. It is rehashing something that has already happened in Dragon Ball Z and failing at it. You know, there was absolutely no reason to bring back Future Trunks and basically rehash his entire story from the Cyborg arc with Goku Black. And then, to make it even worse, you invalidate the entire arc with the ending, with Zeno erasing the entire universe. So what was the point of the entire arc? There is none. Because now, you're not even just back at square one, you're at square zero. There's nothing. Now Goku Black will forever have that stain of, I'm a really good villain in a very, very sucky story arc. Yeah. The whole timeline, the whole universe, everything. Everything is gone. Guess what, everybody? The weeks and weeks that you just spent investing your life into this story, meaningless, pointless. Doesn't that make you feel good on the inside? That's been one of my biggest complaints with Super for staying in this 10-year time gap, is that it vacuums all of the tension out of the series because you know that nothing of consequence can happen. Nothing of true consequence can happen in Dragon Ball Super as long as they stay in that 10-year time gap, because we all know how it has to end. Now, you can call me weird, but for me, I think that you might be able to fix a lot of what happens in the Goku Black arc with one simple change. Santosh H, hello! I think if you make one simple change and you go from there, I think you can actually improve the... Oh, it's not even Ikari Trunks. It's Super Saiyan Rage, which is a dumb transformation. I'm glad that that's the only time it will ever show up, and it will never show up or ever be a thing ever again. But, yeah, I think if you make one simple change for the Goku Black arc, and then go from there. You subbed? Oh, well, thank you. Make one simple change, and you'll change a whole lot of stuff about the Goku Black arc. That simple change... Goku Black kills Trunks. Bulma is the one who goes to the past. Welcome back, Toothache. Still don't even know what Super Saiyan Rage is. And guess what, Isaiah? You never will. They will never ever tell you what Super Saiyan Rage is. Why? One, that's the only time it will ever show up, so that's the only time it will be important. And two, they pulled it out of their hind end. They don't need to explain it. Just look at how pretty and cool and flashy it is, and consume. That's it. Which is why I say I do not buy the rule of cool. Because the rule of cool is absolving yourself of any reason to explain anything other than it looked really cool. That doesn't work for me. I need some logic behind this stuff. That's another reason why, like, I don't like Dragon Ball Heroes. Because Dragon Ball Heroes operates entirely on the rule of cool. There have been points in time where, like, I have considered doing, like, a Dragon Ball Super rewrite as, like, a video on the channel. I've considered it. There are a lot of things I would change. Is stupid fun to I understand that logic, S10. You don't have to explain everything perfectly. It doesn't have to make perfect sense. It just has to make some sense. That's all I'm asking. I just want some sense, some logic. Yes, I feel that exact same way, Toothache, that you remove the entire point of doing anything if there's no logic behind any of it. Dr. J, there's no point in trying to explain Super Saiyan Rage, because no matter what you come up with, it will never be right. There are people who say, oh, it's Trunks, combining his Kaioshin training with Super Saiyan. Okay, then why didn't that happen with Gohan? It's Trunks using a little bit of God Ki. Where did he learn how to use God Ki? Because he trained with a sword. He didn't learn anything else. There's no explanation for it. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's like an angel's kiss. It's gone. Which, what if is this for? This is for if Broly had been raised by Beerus and Whis. Could be. And when it comes to Super Saiyan Rage, you could ask 3 different people and they will give you 3 different explanations as to what it actually is. And oddly enough, none of them will be right. who should Black have been? That's my thing, Isaiah. Goku Black was fine. He is arguably the best take on an evil Goku that there ever has been. You know, besides, you know, the ones that might have come before, like Turles and stuff like that. Goku Black is arguably the best evil Goku that there has ever been, and probably ever will be. It's his arc, and the steps that they took following him up, where they tripped and stumbled. You can make Goku Black a rogue god who switches bodies with Goku. You can have that. You can even explain it that Goku challenging a god, and the god being kind of like, yo, how is this even supposed to, like, how is this even happening? You can have that. I just don't think you need to have two Zamasu. I don't think you need two. And don't fumble his, don't fumble the arc as much. And, for me, anyway, leave Future Trunks out of it. Future Trunks' story was done. You did no favors by rehashing his entire story. You invalidated an entire arc of the original anime and manga. You invalidate an entire arc of that because now you're basically resetting it by doing a soft, bad reboot of it. And you end the arc with one of the worst endings of an arc in history and completely ruin it. Like, hold on. So let me just shoot off of my brain, off the top of my head. What, just spitballing an idea here for the Goku Black arc. You keep the beginning of the arc the same way. You show, like, the whole thing with Goku Black in the Future Trunks story. You do the change that I suggested at the beginning. Instead of Goku Black killing Bulma before they can escape back in time, because Future Trunks has already done it. You're gonna take off, Val, you got a doctor's appointment? Alright, Val, thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. So instead of killing Bulma, kill Future Trunks, and have Bulma go back in time. And that way we can get some, like, we'll get some moments with, like, past Vegeta meeting future Bulma. And, like Bulma, you know, the dealing with, like, the, you know, future Bulma dealing with the loss of her Vegeta and stuff like that. There could be some awesome moments like that, because Future Trunks and Vegeta have already had those moments. Yeah, Merge Zamasu is just a cheap way to bring Vegito back. Yeah, that was it. And then you could go through, like, the whole rigmarole of trying to figure out who Black is. And over the course of the story, you find out that Zamasu was challenged by Goku. And the more he looks into Saiyans, he realizes just how broken the Saiyans are. And he becomes insanely jealous. Because for him, just like we say, there's no way a mortal should be able to challenge a god. So what Zamasu will do is that he will use the Dragon Balls and he will switch bodies with Goku. And that's when he goes absolutely insane and he starts killing everybody. And you can go from there. You don't need to have Trunks to do everything. an interesting idea, but you don't want your boy Trunks to die. Well, see, the thing is, Isabella, the Trunks that you like is still alive. That future Trunks is still alive. The future Trunks that we got in Super is not your boy. That is not your future Trunks. It's one of those rewrite projects that I would have to sit down and dedicate some time in order to flesh the ideas out a lot more. I was doing something similar for the Star Wars sequels. And just with the rewrite that I did for the very first movie, I already made the sequels better. Again, not a very high bar to clear, but... Trunks is cool, and that's the only reason they brought him back. The rule of cool. It doesn't make, you know, it doesn't have to make sense. It's just he's cool. And we know people will buy toys of him, so we'll bring him back. There we go. King Korok. Yes, that is Super Saiyan God Broly. How's it going? You want to see my Star Wars rewrite? I can give you guys I have a couple snippets of it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. I know I have a couple snippets of it around, so give me just a second. I think, okay, so there we go. So here we go. Let me, I actually have an actual mock-up of what I did with, Snoke. Hold on a second. So, no, we got a bot. Do we? Where? Oh wait, if they comment on anything else, then I'll take care of it. Okay, so everybody knows that, like, basically in the Star Wars sequels, they tried to turn basically Snoke into Palpatine 2.0, and then they messed all of it up. So the bot type, foreign language typing in here. They only did anything once. If they type anything else, then this was my mock-up for Snoke. This is Lord Admiral Snoke, Supreme Commander of the Sovereign, which, the basic story for The Force Awakens in my rewrite was that after the Empire was defeated, it like splintered into a bunch of different factions, and the universe was not united. It was basically split down the middle. The galaxy was split down the middle. Half of it was being controlled by the New Republic, and half of it was being controlled by these interwarring Imperial factions. And this guy, this Snoke, came up as like one of the big high commanders. I said, Snoke, Lord Admiral of the Sovereign, a mysterious, charismatic, and extremely adept commander. Snoke emerged as the leader of a sizable Imperial force 10 years prior to The Force Awakens. Free to ignore the New Republic after the ceasefire, he turns his attention to conquering Imperial rivals with the intention of uniting one and all under his banner of Sovereign. His monstrous appearance belies his ability to entrance those who listened with his speeches, those very speeches causing Ben Solo to abandon the Jedi and become Kylo Ren. Rather than be Palpatine version 2 as he was in TFA and TLJ, Snoke in this version is calculating and a cold military commander. He seemingly genuinely wants to improve things for people, but is willing to do horrible things to achieve those ends. So, like, in this one, he's basically not, like, some whacked-out Sith Lord. He's just a dude. All of this scars and stuff is from the war. He's been scarred by the war. That's his whole deal. He's not an imperfect Palpatine clone or whatever. There's none of that. I had, let's see. One of the first times we meet Snoke and we meet Kylo Ren, he's like, he asks, "What of your old master? If he were to reappear, your mother and father might find the courage to act against us jointly." And Kylo goes, "No, he refuses to show himself. He knows what awaits him if he does." Let's... Let's see. Then we have Poe. There's a point where Poe meets Han Solo for the first time. And he says, "You guys think Luke Skywalker, the guy who abandoned the galaxy, will just wave a hand and solve all our problems?" And Han says, "He didn't abandon us. He would never abandon us." Let's see. When Poe takes Rey and Finn to the Rebel hideout, he's like, "Captain Dameron, who are these two?" "Rebel operatives. They're with me. I never would have made it back without them." And they go past, and Rey puts her hand on his shoulder, and she's like, "Poe, why did you lie about us?" And he turns back, smiles, and says, "I didn't." I have more. I would have to find them, though. There was a thing, so, Poe, basically, is, gonna take Rey and Finn to, basically, where this Force beacon is calling to Rey. And he thinks it's a wild goose chase. He's just like, "Man, we're, this is all just, basically like horse hockey, He doesn't believe any of it. And she's like, "Well, if you don't believe us, then why are you going with us?" And he looks over his shoulder, smiles at him, and he's like, "Because I get to fly the Falcon." Any changes to Rey and her storyline? Yes. Hold on just a moment. Let me actually like get it. Let me get my changes. I have them on my laptop. Because this now you guys have gotten me going and I want to talk about it. Exactly. I should make a video where I read these. I was actually going to have like a feature length, basically like a motion comic, or like do it up in the style of like a visual novel, and basically do my rewrite of The Force Awakens as like a visual novel. All right, got my laptop. I plugged it in. It hasn't been plugged in a while. Give me a second. God, it's so weird looking at this laptop after, like, I haven't opened this thing in like a month. Why is it that the best fan fictions are taking absolute gutter trash that costs millions of dollars and passing it through 20 minutes of fandom brain? Okay. Let me open this up. Okay, here we go. So, the Malik Universe Star Wars sequel trilogy. Characters. Lord Admiral Snoke. A mysterious, charismatic, and extremely adept commander, Snoke emerged as the leader of a sizable Imperial force. Okay, I read all that. Mon Mothma. The former member of the Imperial Senate and of the Rebel Alliance, now Chancellor of the fledgling New Republic. She faces the daunting task of rebuilding the war-torn galaxy and establishing an enduring democracy after years of war and decades of oppression. She was instrumental in brokering the ceasefire between the New Republic and Imperial remnants, which has allowed roughly half the galaxy to remain at peace. However, she knows the peace is tentative, and that soon the ceasefire will be broken by one side or the other. Princess Leia Organa Solo. Not General Leia Organa. Princess Leia Organa Solo. A former senator and renowned rebel leader, Leia refuses to condemn half the galaxy to tyranny, and refuses to abide by the ceasefire between the New Republic and Imperial remnants. She continues to lead a diminished rebel alliance without the support of the New Republic. She has undertaken some Jedi training under her brother Luke Skywalker, but put it on hold when the galaxy was once more thrown into turmoil. She is aided by Luke's first pupil, Sam Kolasar, though a Jedi that actually has graduated from Luke's Jedi Academy is actually Leia's bodyguard. Luke Skywalker, the legendary Jedi Master who was instrumental in the downfall of the Old Empire and establishment of the New Republic. Luke founds a revitalized Jedi Order on a remote planet of Dera, hoping to avoid the failures of the old Jedi Order during the time of the New Republic. After partially training his sister Leia and a new generation of Jedi, Luke vanishes following a dramatic confrontation with one of his pupils 10 years before the start of the story. So, before The Force Awakens happens, Luke has been gone for 10 years. Ben Solo / Kylo Ren. The son of Leia Organa and Han Solo, and nephew to Luke Skywalker. Ben Solo was an extremely gifted and strong wielder of the Force who began his training under Luke at a young age along with several other young apprentices. As he grew, however, he became disillusioned with the Jedi, feeling that for all their power they had yet to make any lasting change, instead deferring to the bickering bureaucracy of the New Republic. He later abandoned the Order after being swayed by the powerful words of Lord Admiral Snoke, forming a new order of Force users called the Order of Ren, gray-aligned Force users who would use the Force as they saw fit and ascribed to neither the teachings of the Jedi or the Sith, and bound them to the cause of Snoke and the Sovereign regime. So basically what it is with the Order of Ren is they were gray-aligned Force users. They would use regular Jedi power, and they would use Sith power. They felt there was no need to separate the two. You could use them as freely. A Order of Ren user could use like Force Pull or whatever, but they could also use Sith Lightning if they so chose. They are bound and use the Force however they desire. Poe Dameron, a New Republic intelligence officer. Poe is an extremely gifted pilot with a chip on his shoulder. Despite his loyalties to the New Republic, he aids the Rebel Alliance against the Imperial remnants, often coming into conflict with New Republic officials due to the fragile brokered peace between the fledgling democracy and Imperial forces. Finn. Finn was a Sovereign Stormtrooper recruit, simultaneously eager and nervous to see action. However, upon seeing the Sovereign forces open fire upon innocent civilians, he deserts the regime. He aids Poe and the Rebel Alliance against the Imperial remnants and the Sovereign, vowing to bring down the tyrannical force before it can establish itself across the entire galaxy. Rey. Here we go. Rey, an orphan living on her own on the streets of Balmorra, Rey has had to fight for basic necessities for most of her life, earning a meager income through salvaging scrap from the old weapons manufacturing plant. This has given her a degree of street smarts and unarmed combat skill, but has left her bitter and mistrustful of anyone she encounters. Despite this, Rey desires to fight back against the tyrannical Imperial forces she has lived under her entire life, and to rise above her humble position and be a hero. She is not just going off because she has been called to adventure and she's trying to refuse the adventure. She does not trust Poe and Finn all that much. In fact, we have an ongoing thing throughout the rewrite that Rey does not like to be touched because she's that mistrustful of people. She does not like to, people will reach out to shake her hand and she won't shake your hand. She's bitter and very mistrustful of people, and we're going to see how that part of her character develops throughout the 3 rewrites. And then, instead of Captain Phasma, I actually took a character from the old Star Wars Extended Universe, in Captain Justang. The fierce female commander of Shadow Squadron, a group of highly specialized and deadly Sovereign Stormtrooper commandos. She is a fearsome military commander who reports directly to Lord Admiral Snoke, a perfectionist almost to a fault, constantly training herself and her commandos when not on operation. An expert hand-to-hand combatant skilled enough to defeat most opponents with minimal lethal effort. Those were some of the character descriptions that I had. Oh, okay. These are actually the text crawls. I have all 3 of them. And then we'll get back to work. So, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. It is a time of uneasy peace. Following the death of Emperor Palpatine, the galaxy was thrown into chaos. Imperial commanders turned on one another as systems vied for independence. Half of the galaxy, unified as the New Republic, agrees to a ceasefire with the Imperial remnants after a decade of grueling warfare. The 20 years that followed saw a tentative accord between the two sides. Under the leadership of Mon Mothma, the New Republic attempts to assure the galaxy of its commitment to liberty and prosperity. Meanwhile, Lord Admiral Snoke has nearly united all Imperial remnants under the banner of the Sovereign. Vowing to free all systems from tyranny, Princess Leia continues to lead the Rebel Alliance against the remnants in spite of the ceasefire, while her brother Luke Skywalker, after having spent years training a new generation of Jedi, has vanished. Now on planet Balmorra, Snoke's forces are on the verge of total victory against their Imperial rivals. Meanwhile, a group of rebel officers caught in the crossfire attempt to escape with vital intelligence that could determine the fate of the New Republic and the entire galaxy. Episode 8, Fall of the Republic. The galaxy stands on the brink of total war once more. Having succeeded in assimilating all of his Imperial rivals and scattering the Rebel Alliance, Lord Admiral Snoke now turns his attention to the fledgling New Republic. Both factions race to construct weapons of war, including the Roaring Star, a smaller but no less destructive progeny of the dreaded Death Star, while armies and fleets are mobilized throughout the system. Yes, Star Wars theme intensified. Across the galaxy, the Order of Ren, a cadre of mysterious Force-sensitive warriors, forego the ancient ways of both the Sith and Jedi, aiming to reforge the galaxy in their own image. Lending their power to Snoke's sovereign regime, they seek out any remaining Jedi, and their leader, the venerable Luke Skywalker. Meanwhile, threatened by brewing animosity, many smaller systems are pressured into joining one side or the other. The Mandalorian ascendancy, however, continues to remain independent. Here, delegates from both the New Republic and Sovereign have agreed to a meeting in hopes that peace may be preserved. And finally, Episode 9, Duel of the Fates. All too soon, the galaxy finds itself once more in turmoil. After Lord Admiral Snoke's attempt to crush the New Republic was thwarted by the intervention of our brave heroes, his sovereign regime has begun their long-anticipated war. Scattered in the wake of the treacherous coup attempt, the New Republic struggles to rally against the overwhelming invasion. Only a few scattered planets remain unoccupied and, for the moment, safe. The devastation and oppression of the Sovereign has become commonplace. Despite innumerable sacrifices by the brave warriors of the New Republic, the Sovereign inches closer to complete victory. Overseeing the conquest, Snoke is determined to silence the unrest once and for all, preparing to unite the galaxy under his rule. Meanwhile, Rey, having begun her training in the ways of the Force under the legendary Luke Skywalker, now attempts to turn the tide against the Sovereign Legion, but her efforts, and those of her friends, may not be enough to save the galaxy from tyranny, and the Force from utter darkness. And scene. Okay. Star Wars time is done. Now it's time for me to get back to What If. I now have like 10 times as many chords around here. Okay. Let's get back to work, shall we? Alright. This one actually does. Already 100 times better than the Disney sequels. I tried. That works so good with the music. Thank you. Also, Cedrian, we don't have the Octotoss function over here. That is stream exclusive for Twitch. But, basically what would happen, remember how I was saying, like, the big thing is that, like, Rey is bitter and mistrustful of people, and doesn't trust a whole lot of people. Doesn't like being touched, right? Even when she's training with Luke, she still has trouble, like, with, like him wanting to, like, lift her up off the ground. She, like, goes to reach out to his hand, but, like pulls back. He still has trouble with that. But at the very end, in the last movie, during the fight with Kylo, he's about to fall to his death, and she reaches out and wants to help him up. So she finally breaks through. It'd be something that, like, goes through all 3 movies, and finally, she reaches out and says, "Give me your hand." Alright. Let me send this over to Masako really quick. Booski. I don't think he's on right now, so we will just keep going. Ah. Alright. Now, work on this one. But before I do that, I need to get a drinky. So I'm gonna put you guys on the BRB screen super duper quick. I'm gonna run and use the restroom, and then I'll be right back, alright? Don't go anywhere, lovelies. We will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Super quick. What'd you miss? You had to go AFK for a minute? I just basically went on a ramble about, like, my version of the Star Wars, sequels. I had a bunch of stuff saved on my computer, and I was, like, just basically... But now we're ready to move on to this. Just Goku and Momo, oh my god! This is, I believe, what if Goku did not hit his head. It is, from what I understand, Masako had done a story of, like, what if Goku had stayed evil, but didn't really like it, so I guess we're, like, redoing the story. It's a remake of that concept? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I remember when Masako was doing the tier list, he was saying that it was one that he wanted to, like, go back and redo. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Wonder if we'll see Super Saiyan God Ikari. No idea. I do not know. I had to sneeze again. I do not write them, I just draw them. Suddenly my nose is like all. My tissues are right over on the other side of the room. Hold on just a second. Let me grab them. Right. Ah, that feels better. There we go. All right. All right, Korok. Thank you for coming and hanging out, my friend. I appreciate it very, very much. Here we go. You got this. There we go. Yeah. Oh, feral boy Goku. Angry Geeko, yes. I think from what, like, the context that I get from, you know, just basically, is that, even though Goku is still raised by Gohan in this one, he has never, like, let go of his, like, really aggressive Saiyan instinct. I ever wondered why they don't grow back after a certain age? I think it's just a matter of convenience. It's writer's convenience. Because, in the manga, after Vegeta's tail had been cut off and he went to, that Frieza planet to, recover, when he gets out of the recovery pod, the doctor is just like, "We're sorry we couldn't save your tail." And he's like, "Don't worry, it'll grow back." So, like, I think it's just basically, it's a matter of writer's convenience. There's no consistent logic to it. Did I know that my Twitch is at 433 followers? Yeah, I gotta think of something to do for 500 followers. Yeah, it's why like Gohan, why his tail just spontaneously would just like grow back whenever. It's just a matter of convenience. There was no real consistent logic behind it. You're glad for these streams. Past few days have been tough. I kind of get that. I know where you're coming from. Yeah, been dealing with a lot of that lately. go. Dang, Feral Goku actually looks kind of dope. I can't even lie. Feral Goku looks actually, like, really cool. Alright, let me... the picture. Boy. Little boy Goku. Writer friend wrote a crossover about credits and that. I mean, I don't know any of the context behind it, but I mean, you know, it can work. Masako has shown that basically any concept has legs if you invest enough time and effort in it. If you treat it like a story, a throwaway story, it'll come off like a Alright, Isaiah. I will miss you until you get back. I'm gonna miss you. Did go around here. Where is it? Where is it? Hey. That's a different. Have I ever wondered about a what if Dragon Ball where Bulma became a Saiyan? No, I personally have. I'm not much of a what if guy. I draw them, but I don't like write them, you know? Not exactly my forte. Here we go. The lounge will not be as fun without Isaiah. Vulcan, hello! How am I doing? I am doing absolutely spectacular. How are you? Aiming to get my work done so that I can go and hang with the family. Got to do your work first. My family understands that. Well, most of my family does. Most of my family knows that I have work. Yeah, dude, feral Goku actually. Like that. Now I need an early Dragon Ball book. Go. This is for if Goku had never, like, hit his head, so he never, like, lost his, feral, like, Saiyan mentality and instincts. Oh, it's By the way, everybody, I know that it is the 4th and everything, but thank you guys for coming in me today. I do very, very much appreciate it. Even if you can't hang out for a long time, as long as you're here for a good time. Means a whole heckin' bunch to me. I like that a little bit. There we go. Again, this is for if Goku had never hit his head. Basically like feral Goku eating Bulma for the first. Oh, to anybody watching who happens to be waiting on a commission, tomorrow is when I resume working on commissions. I will do my best to get as many done tomorrow as I possibly can. Again, you can check the Trello board if you are waiting to see where you happen to be in the queue. And that will give you an idea of how long you have to wait. Also, my committees are open. I have to remind myself to set all exclamation to public. I do believe I actually have a link to my Ko-fi handle all. I do believe there's one down below. If you guys are interested in getting some artwork from me, go check that out. The link. Oh, matter of fact. Oh, what the heck? Here we go. I'm just gonna put out a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, there we go. There we go. You can check any of those things out. There's my Ko-fi where you can get commissions, the throne where you guys would like to be generous and get Taco Papa a gift or something off of my list. You could do that. And there's also the shop where you can check out the Tentacle Lounge merch shop. All designs and stuff. What is the other what if? That was this one. If continuation of if Broly had been raised by Whis and B. Shade layer is done now. Am I still on? I all of a sudden lost OBS there for a second. Everything okay? Did we lose everything? Could I get some responses in the chat? Did I disconnect? Am I still on? Oh god. Did I lose everything? Did this I'm still streaming. It looks like I'm still on. Okay. I'm still here? Okay, good. Yeah, for some odd reason, my OBS disconnected for whatever reason. Just about falling. A little bit more to go. Light layer? Do-do-do-do. Add. And there we have it, lovelies. That is all we have for the day. A really, really good time, too. Means I might actually go and get to be able to go see my family at a reasonable hour instead of showing up when it's dark and everybody's already left. These were our two for the day. God Broly and Feral Goku. Very good. Alrighty, my lovelies. We have done everything that we needed to do for the day. Both of the thumbnails came out really, really good. And I so very, very much appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me today. Yeah, fast work today. We, everything was actually, like, fairly simple. Didn't have to do any crazy auras or anything like that. Everything was pretty simple and straightforward. Yeah, did pretty good job. Did pretty good job. I am off for today. Today is my Friday, so I am off for the next 3 days, and I will be back Friday over on Twitch for some more drawing. I think we are doing some t-shirt stuff on Friday. I'll be releasing a schedule here in a little bit. But that is where we're going to call it for the evening. Again, thank you guys so very, very much for coming and hanging out with me. It's always a blast when you guys come and just chill and hang out and vibe and talk Dragon Ball with me. I really do appreciate it. Everybody, if you are going to go celebrate, please go celebrate, hang out with your families, eat good yummies. If you are going to watch fireworks, enjoy the fireworks. Happy 4th of July to those of you who celebrate. If not, just have a really, really happy day. But again, thank you guys for coming out. I will see everybody on Friday. I am Malik Torihane. That is the lovely Wallet Chan. This has been What If Weekly in the Tentacle Lounge. I love you guys, and I will see all of my freaky darlings again next time.